Good morning, it's Marguerite. How you doing? So, let's sum it up. We all live in the United States and the government, and they think they're going to help us out, Health and Human Services. And I live in New Jersey, so we have Governor Mikey Sherrill. I've called Governor Mikey Sherrill repeatedly. He's going to everything. It's a long story. Mayor Phil Kramer has been trying to murder me and put me in mental hospitals, Carrier Clinic, Clara Moss, come to my house, harass me, bang on my door, say I'm going to kill myself, have me handcuffed, have me bloody, said to Robert Johnson, harassed, beaten, and back to Robert Johnson. They dislocated my shoulder, broke my arm, and then they sent me to Clara Moss, where they punched me in the head, starved me, drugged me, and almost killed me. I only got out by the grace of God. And every place I've been has been treated me like a dog. Maybe I am, woo! Maybe I'm not. And it goes further than this. The Chase Bank is raising its ugly head, and they won't want to give me my money. No, you know why? These people are creepy, and they've been mean to me, and I call them out on it, and I don't like it, so they're going to give me a hard time. Well, you can do this, or you can do that. Well, government says, well, you can, and they give me like a phone number or a link, but traumatic brain injury. Please go to Princeton and Rutgers Neurology and see for yourself. Dr. Greenberg is gone, but it's definitely here. You don't want it, but you got it, and you don't get any help. Now, it's supposed to be a traumatic brain injury in the state of New Jersey, but I didn't sue. I didn't know what to do. I was raised trying to recover, and no one helped me. I was kicked out of Princeton Hospital by Dr. Eileen Daly. My ex-husband was missing nothing but torture. She said, you go call 988. No ice cube, no water, nothing. A little styrofoam thing. My lips, my arms were bleeding. Jeff, they're calling him my son. Just to be ornery cunts at Princeton. Now, it's not always. The year before, I'd been in Princeton, and the people were real nice. So you can't say it's who you get. Now, this is Eileen Daly. I've been saying, she has to be removed. And Department of Board of Health in the state of New Jersey or Somerset County, you must close down Carrier Clinic. You must close down Clara Moss. And you've got to stop this. And whoever's putting me and hurting me, you have to arrest Mayor Phil Kramer. And see, he's made so nobody in the county of Somerset will help me. He said, they can't call my phone number. I can't use my phone number. Please call again from another number. We're sorry for your inconvenience. Kramer, arrest a man, Somerset County prosecutor. I was endless attempts on I'm thrown. Oh, by the way, I have this on because I was at Robert Johnson. They wouldn't let me change in the ambulance, and then when I got there, when they sent me home, they sent me in a cab with two Dominican migrants in this, paraded me through the hospital, left me with these two insane men to kill and rape me. Now, luckily, I have a Coubertin, and I knew how to handle myself, and I was able to convince them to get me home, but it wasn't easy. And I keep getting this attempts to murder me, harass me. I have no health insurance. No, the powers that be in the state of New Jersey. Whoa, she has a brain injury. Oh, and you know what? So I called Governor Sherrill again, Mikey, and so the lady says to me, well, and they said I should go, to a mental health facility. Well, it's not really a mental health facility problem. The problem is the government in Somerset County, in the state of New Jersey. It's just pathetic. In the state of New Jersey, you allow Mayor Phil Kramer to continually harass, try to murder me. Franklin police coming to my house, banging on my door. Oh, I was alone for an entire year. They wouldn't let me have any cable. They stuck my ex-husband in the Dom, a place for unwanted people. I called Franklin police when he left. I said, please get Jeff. He's not well. And you know what? Franklin didn't do a thing. They did not go out and look for Jeff Phil. He's a disabled Vietnam veteran. He has PTSD, and he's autistic. But no, nobody's going to help him. Oh, no. These people are at the bottom of the barrel. Now, half of Franklin police, I'm going to say, is very good. Half is big stinkers, big shit stains. And I told the police when they came here, Kramer sent them to me to say, stop, stop. I said to him, well, look, I will stop. I'll tell you what, if you're a policeman, I want you to take my my case. Say what I'm saying. If you're with Kramer and you're a thug, well, then you can go back and tell him. So either you'll be a policeman or a thug. So they didn't come back, and it's widely known that Kramer's guilty of sin because he never does anything. And he's ruined my life, and I still have to suffer. I'm not good at it. I just am not good at suffering. So I was lucky enough to get back on the X platform, and I ask you, now I know I'm not grok, I'm not technical, I'm not Mr. Musk, I'm just an ordinary lady. I need the help of X. I want you to please inundate Governor Cheryl, Mayor Phil Kramer, everybody in the state of New Jersey, and say what shit they are. I mean, we are a blue state, and blue state means, you know what, they took my tax money, and they're celebrating Eid. We're a Christian country, but here in the fucking Somerset County, you got Kramer. He's like Sierra Leone community. They're all black, and they wear like schmutzes on their head. He's a fucking scumbag. From the start, he's done this to me, and it's going to continue unless you put him away. I mean, I have a township that's so reputable and corrupt that this continues to lead to sin. Why do I have to pay my taxes at all? I'm doubly disabled. They're taking everything away from me in the state of New Jersey. So why should I pay a goddamn tax? The township of Franklin, the county of Somerset, or the state of New Jersey. And why don't I have my refund going to show from the property taxes? Why am I on the Stay in New Jersey program, Governor Cheryl? And why in God's name are you not helping me? They say, call the Department of Human Services. Call here, call here. And 211, see, in New Jersey, first of all, everybody's affirmative action. Almost everybody. And if they're white, well, by the way, which precludes I am not white. It may seem that way, but it's not true. And despite all this, I sit here waiting to march down to my bank, Chase, on Route 27 in Franklin Park, and ask for my money to be transferred to the Chime Bank, because the harassment and the cruelty there, it never ends. I've written to people on X, on the Chase Bank. They were very nice, but apparently they didn't get to Route 27 in Franklin Park, and I'm filled with fear. I've got to walk down there now and ask for my money to be sent to Chase, and they don't want it. I sent my husband with the check, and they wouldn't cash it. I suggest that the National Banking Association and the Better Business Bureau look into the Chase Bank at Route 27 in Franklin Park, New Jersey. It's not just that. You see, the Chase Bank is one of those outsourcers. So if you want the fraud department, it's all in Italy. We wish it's in India. And let me tell you, it's rural. These people do nothing, say nothing, and spell their name. No, I don't want you. You can't spell my name either, so that's okay. But, they're paid to help me, and they're not doing it. And in the state of New Jersey and in Somerset County and even Suffolk Township, I said, Kramer, if I don't get services, why should I pay taxes? Oh, and I could be absolved of my taxes if I marry my ex-husband, who's a completely disabled Vietnam vet. I took him in because he'll die the way the state of New Jersey was treating him. They put him in a apartment by himself. They left him, and they sat on a toilet seat for 4 days, so they got him a chair. They didn't get him a bed. He laid on the floor. A distinguished Vietnam veteran with PTSD, autism, and this is what. So I took Jeff into my home, and I convicted him because he's better off with me. And because the state of New Jersey is reprehensible, the people here, if you're blue, I've seen full hijabs. I've seen the result of Sharia law, and yet the scum in this state won't own up. And the voting for Governor Cheryl, there's a box on every corner. You don't have to do anything. Just stick your thing in as much as you like. They don't care as long as Cheryl and that idiot, Mr. the Italian fellow who ran for governor, he lost 3 times. Why do you keep going? I'll run for governor, and I'll beat Cheryl. You know why? Because I tell the truth. And that'll be a new thing for Jersey, won't it? Yeah. Okay. So, what do I do? I mean, called everybody, written everybody, sent messages, but nobody did. So, It's Marshawn, and I'll see you, Chase, in a couple of hours, and the rest of you with social services. We're going to have a fair hearing. I'm going to get a lawyer, and hopefully all of you won't be employed anymore, including Janelle. See, this woman, Janelle, she's a black lady, just by description. She came to us in July of 2025, and she didn't do anything. In fact, I have the papers here. She reduced my benefits. So me and Jeff, we didn't have any public service help or any SNAP, health care earnings because of Janelle. And yet they forced me to take this woman. She was sitting in a car in the back, so Kathleen and Officer Spoker, could have her fill out the papers. Because God forbid the woman be responsible for the work she hasn't done. No, they're just trying, let's pass. Oh, and pass, my ex-husband here. He had to go when I threw him out for being vulgar and violent. And Dr. Williams, couldn't you do better by Jeff? Anyway, what do I do? What do I do when the United States government fails me 100%? When I go to legal aid, it's uncertain when I'm ever going to hear from them or how I'm going to hear from them. I have a brain injury. I can't do anything. I mean, I will walk to Chase today because how's he going to eat? He spent all his money already. It's July 10th. I got to cover him for another 21 days with what I got. But see, Chase won't give me my money, so I can't help my disabled husband, can I? Oh, it's ex-husband, ex. I'm actually a widow, but as a widow, all I get is, see, Kramer didn't want me to stay in my home. They tried to force me out, bring in foreclosure, all this stuff, throw me in the mental hospital. Kramer, I paid everything, and they tried to get put liens on my home to the water department in Franklin, and yet they will not give me a full accounting of the meter readings and the money I paid in 2025 to the water department or for Franklin. Because why? They're liars, they're scum, they're cheats, and they work with, Kramer and this guy, Levine. First of all, Levine, wash your hair, because he couldn't be a mayor looking like that. And Kramer, you help me, or I promise you, you will be in jail. I promise you. If I have to go to the ends there to find someone to prosecute your ass, I will. Because you're just that kind. You just made that kind of impression on me. I just love trying to be murdered, thrown in a mental hospital, and no benefits. Kramer, I don't have to pay taxes. If I don't have benefits, why should I pay taxes? In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, amen. Dear Lord, please deliver me from this hellish situation. What about him? He's autistic. I mean, the way the state and this county has treated, he would be dead already if it wasn't for me. He'd be dead. No. Lord have mercy. Bring someone to my house. I have to call. I have to get a link. And there's 211. But they don't answer you. They don't help you. They'll give you a link, or they'll say, woo, you can call. Woo. No. See, this because nobody works in New Jersey. So, here we are with nothing. See you later. Oh, ex, please stop censoring my words, because the vulgarity that you put on these grooming gangs and these people in wherever, they're doing these unspeakable things and showing up people being beheaded and beaten and seeing it. No, you stop. You put a warning on every one of those videos. Every one of them. You censor my words. My words are not violent compared to the things you are showing on the X platform. I'm not even going to say who owns it, for God's sakes. And frankly, it's an empty platform. I don't see anything of use there except for constant accolades for techno.